Yo people, what's going on? It's Ashleyrxu, and on this video today we're going to be talking about the Misfits top 10 rankings because they have just come out. Overall, yeah, I like it. I like the rankings. I think they're pretty good. I guess if there's going to be an issue, not that I have an issue with, but I will question, right? So the first thing that I will question is obviously we got a joint number one in KSI and Jake Paul, which I feel like for a lot of us, we're like, who's number one? Who's number two? Can we get like a 1A, 1B? But okay, they're both joint number one. That is okay. My second question is Anthony Taylor is on this list. And I'm like, if Anthony Taylor is on this list, should Gabe, Silva, Idris Virgo, and Tommy Fury be on this list as well? So I don't understand why Anthony Taylor's on this list and the rest of them aren't on the list. So I think either Anthony should go, or if he is going to be there, then I should probably come off the list. Tempo should come off the list and Gabe should go in there and Tommy Fury should be in there. That's just my honest opinion. So that's not me being biased. Like, I'm saying I will remove myself from it, but it doesn't really make... For me, that's a question mark. Now, besides that, the other thing, we got Dean the Great at number 3 and Slims at number 4. Obviously, if you're Slim and you're 7-0 with 5 knockouts, then I get why you would be like, yo, I should be higher than that. I've been a champion in 2 weight categories as well. And I hear it. The thing is with Dean, is that Dean and Waleed has been the greatest rivalry that we've obviously seen in this space. And the 2 fights have been absolute bangers. And like the level of the boxing on display from both of them has been so high that it's like, raw, nah, Dean is seriously talented. And obviously, we're now in a situation where we're talking about Dean fighting against Ryan Garcia. So, yeah, I understand it, but also get why Slim's got a grievance. Number 5, we've got Anthony Taylor. We've spoken about that. Number 6 is Logan Paul. Logan Paul, obviously having draw and being like a star is also a part of this list. And so as a consequence, obviously Logan's always going to be super high because he's Logan flipping Paul. He beat Dylan Dennis, but he hasn't really been tested. I'd love to see Logan fighting against like a JMX or Logan against the Le'Veon Bell. You know, someone who's going to give him like a real good scrap, because obviously Dylan came for entertainment. Do you know what I mean? The funny thing is, it's Logan who's in the WWE, but Dylan actually came on the WWE vibe where he was non-stop entertainment for the whole of a build-up. But then in the fight, he was like more trying to be entertaining and funny than he was actually even trying to fight and throw his hands. So it was a little bit confusing. But yeah, I'd love to see Logan tested more for him to be at number 6, but he is at number 6. At number 7, we've got Gibb. Gibb, I rate super highly. I think he's very, very underrated by a lot of other people, so I definitely think he should be there. Jarvis is at number 8. Jarvis is going to be a future star in the scene, and to be fair to him, the performance against B-Dave, there were a lot of like small, intricate things that I saw Jarvis doing that I was really, really impressed with. The way that he set his shots up, the way that he started his combination, the way that he controlled B-Dave at times was really high level stuff. Now, on the one hand, it's like, well, obviously he's been training with the Mayweather gym for such a long time. He should be like that. But at the same time, it was still super impressive. So to have Jarvis in the top 10 does make sense for me. Also, let's not forget that there's extra points in these rankings for people holding belts as well. Which takes us to number 9. We got Big Tempo Arts as well, the heavyweight champion. So of course he deserves it. And then at number 10, we got Ashleyrxu. I know there's going to be some people who are like, oh, shouldn't Salt Pappy be there? But then realistically, Salt Pappy's on a 2-fight losing streak right now. So I think, unfortunately, not as a result of that. And then the other person I think who's got a realistic claim to it as well would be OJ Rose as well, who could be like, hey, you know, I've had 2 good fights, but he lost his last one. I think if he was to get another win or so, then OJ Rose will be pushing for it too. And also, I understand that this isn't a permanent list as well. It's temporary and it's constantly moving. So you got to keep winning to stay on it. And if you lose, you're probably going to drop out. But I think that's what makes it so exciting. And I think over the next year or so, as more people pop up the woodwork and come to the scene, this list is going to get so much harder to be part of, and it's actually going to make it more important. And I think it's quite cool that Misfits have done their own one, and it gives it some type of like legitimacy and credence. And the fact that they are factoring activity, level of opponent, star power, and having a title is really good, because when you factor in all of those things, that's when we get into influencer boxing. Do you know what I mean? We don't want it to be just like who's the best boxers, because then that's just like a pro boxing thing, and that's obviously not what this space is. This space is professional boxing rules, but at the end of the day, it's about entertainment, influencers, musicians, actors, TikTokers, like all of that stuff. So yeah, man, I feel like it was a dope list. As I said, I only really had a couple of question marks, but I'm really glad it's something that they're doing. I look forward to them updating the pound for pound rankings. I feel like it should probably happen like after every fight card actually. So after number 12, update the pound for pounds. After 13, update the pound for pound. And let's just keep it going like that. I feel like that would be really cool. But overall, yeah, I'm gassed. I'm at number 10. Come on, we're top 10, baby. All we gotta do now is beat up a couple more people. We'll be climbing that ladder, man. 2024, for me personally, It's a year to take some risks, get some big fights. Let's go, baby.